just disgusting.
All right.
I mean,
I need
so
to get a
the
win,
jungle
man.
led
I can't
to
get
U.S.
2 wins in
food
a
safety
row
reforms.
today.
Because as you look at this photo,
lose
these
2
are
in a
like
row
Christmas
today.
elves, these little kids, and they're just making sausages out of whatever they found. If there was a dog on the floor, he went into the sausage. Everything was in a sausage in the early days of this country. And Upton Sinclair wrote that book. Now, if you wrote a book right now, do you know how many books there are about the poison that we're eating all the time? Walls. There are walls of books about how bad it all is. But we all lack, like no one cares. I don't care. So I'm not judging anyone for not caring. I'm just saying no one cares. No, people kind of laugh it off. People go, yeah. No one cares. And it's funny, it's just, that's kind of a brilliant point. The woman just goes, used to be able to get 2 of these, used to be able to eat 1,000 calories in 5 minutes for under $3. Under $3, half the day's calories of garbage poison food for $3. You know? It is a good deal. In America, you accept that every corporation's kind of trying to kill you. You accept that. The corporations are dumping poison in the rivers and the lakes where you live. They're putting bad shit into the atmosphere. They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning the food. They're coming up with different ways for you to die, doing different things. And you kind of accept that. You kind of just want a good deal. You kind of want a good deal. We accept the moral compromises you
got my
have to
queen.
make to be
Holy,
rich,
he didn't
and we're
even
all
take
prepared to
it.
make them.
Jesus, that was.
That's why we accept it. We're all
Holy,
prepared to
my
kind of
queen, my
make the
queen,
moral
my
compromises
queen.
you
Wow.
need to make to be rich. Nobody in this country is not wealthy because they're too good of a person. That is not happening here. There are other countries where that probably plays into it. That is a factor. Nobody in America is not rich because they're too moral. They might be too dumb. They might have had a bad break. There might be a tiny, small, infinitesimal percentage of the population that is not doing well because they are too moral, or they are too good, and they chose to care for their sick mother, whatever. But none of the boomers. I'll say none of them. We're all kind of prepared. We kind of prepare you early on.
My
To
love.
get ready to make some moral compromises in the world. That's what we prepare you to do
My
early
love.
on in this country. That's what.
Good, how are
that's
you?
part of the ethos of this country.
Baby.
That's what we do.
What?
The whole thing's kind of that.
Oh,
So,
I didn't even
yeah,
say any Counter-Strike
we know
today.
you're poisoning us. And because we would poison us
Yeah.
too. We would do it. Like, we get it. We get it. If I had that, I'd poison people. Like, and that's how you're raised in this country. You're raised in this country to believe that if you work hard and you do the right thing, eventually you're going to be able to do the wrong thing. That's really what it comes down to. If you work hard enough, you can kill people. You can kill people too.
God,
And
get
you
away
can live in
from
a
me.
gated community
Buddy.
in Gilbert, Arizona. You can fight. You can work hard. But there's just no rage at the poisoning of our food or our water system. There's just not a lot of it. There's not a lot of rage. It's a hard thing to get upset about because that's the other thing. It's like, you know what people really get upset about? People really get upset about like the money they pay to change their flight. They hate that.
I do.
They go, it's $500. And then they'll brag to you that they actually were able to do a flight change for $75. They beat Delta. The least interesting people in the world are constantly talking about how they beat an airline and they only had to pay $75. The least interesting, most banal people on earth are only concerned with telling you how they beat a corporation out of a little bit of money. And they feel like a winner. They feel like a winner. So that's really what it comes to. It's just an economic analysis across the board of most things. It's not quality of life. It's not longevity or whatever. It's like, I beat them. I beat them. I beat them. There was an extra mozzarella stick in this. I won. I won. I had a friend who was telling, I have two people staying in my house. One of my friends was telling the other, this guy didn't even know him. My friend's little brother saying to me, this guy's going, let me tell you about the flight change. And my friend's little brother's going, what? He's going, well, they want the new flight would be $500, but I can change it for $75. And he's showing him the app and everything. My friend's little brother's like, who is this weirdo? Get away from me. But that's what riles people up.
Oh,
Not knowing they've been poisoned. They don't care. They don't care. I don't care.
Oh my goodness.
If I was sitting at a restaurant and if somebody comes up to me and goes, you know, all this is poison.
142 is not gestational diabetes. That's
what
BS.
Are you gonna do?
That's nothing.
Start
That's
a
totally
farm?
normal.
Are you going to start farming?
Oh my god.
What are you going to do?